to begin, I really want to thank Ted Spears for this opportunity and all the Sylacauga community. They are all been really kind to me, and for the moment it has been a really interesting experience to be here with you. To me, as always, marble has always been something important in my life because my dad works in the marble field as well. He works in a different field, not in the sculpture field, but he works with slabs, and he do interior design projects in marble. And my grandpa as well was a sculptor. So in my community, in the place, in my hometown and in the area that I live, that is in between Pietrasanta and Carrara, in Tuscany, marble for us is quite everything, because most of the people around in my area works in the marble field or have someone involved in it. So to me, has been the word marble in my life has been always something important since I was really young. Since I was a child, I used to go to the quarries up with my grandpa, my family, my dad, my mom. For us, Versiliesi, that it means people from my area, Versilia. Marble quarries are like a really special place to be. As you can see from up of the quarries, you can see all the seaside, and so like for us, it's like to be in paradise. It's something really special. My education has not been just about sculpture and marble. So when I was 20, I went to Florence to do my study at the Academy of Fine Arts, and I studied painting and drawing. So something different, but at the same time something really important, in my opinion, to understand how to carve marble as well, how to express what you have inside with a material like marble or clay or everything related to sculpture. I love to do different things sometimes, as I did in Florence. So when I went to London to do an MA, a master degree in interior design and contemporary art, I was curious and to study, and I studied all these historical places in London, and I did a research on these historical spaces, and I had the opportunity to do this kind of architectural intervention that to me was like to try to carve the buildings in a way directly on the floor. I know it seems something weird, but to me it was something really, in a way, special to do, because I had the opportunity to collaborate also with other artists in London. So after the experience in London, I came back in Italy to Pietrasanta, and I felt ready to work in a marble workshop, and I knocked lots of doors around Carrara and Pietrasanta area, and after many tries, one of these marble master gave me the opportunity. Actually, he's the best in Pietrasanta, so at the end I was really lucky. His name is Massimo Galleni, and he really is the best sculptor and in Pietrasanta. So I did an internship for a couple of years in his workshop, and I started this internship doing classical copies with the pantograph, that is like a device that helps a sculptor to copy from a plaster model whatever they want to a marble block. And this is the most traditional way used in Pietrasanta and Carrara since Canova's era to learn. So I made these copies every day, 8 hours a day, 9 hours a day, working on these classical masterpieces and making copies and learning all the tricks and the way to make all the details and the way to look at a piece. In the marble workshops that I worked in, we can do, we did, as I always say, we do everything with marble. We have customers that want some copies from the classical, or some artists from all over the world that comes in Pietrasanta, but they are not able to use marble, so they bring us some clay model or plaster model, and we do the marble piece for them. Or we have some architects that want architectural pieces for their projects. So everything that can be made with marble. So after this experience as an apprentice, after the internship, I've been employed in the marble studio as a sculptor, a full-time sculptor. And so I started to work on the big pieces, by myself, still collaborating with the other guys, but also doing the final refinements. And we are using also technological devices like the CNC machines, robots. So nowadays we are not doing everything by hand anymore. So that in a way it's a shame, I know, because back in the 80s and 10 years ago still was different, and the process was slower, and was really something unique because it was made everything by hand. I want to finish my presentation with a quotation that my marble teacher, my master marble teacher, always said to me, that the sculptor thinks he's making the sculpture most of the time, but it's the sculpture that shapes him. I worked as an artisan, but now I left this this workshop and I started to be an artist by myself, and I'm doing my things. That's why I'm here. So yeah, if you do this job for all your life, you don't need, I mean, you still need imagination, but in another way. It's different. Yeah, you are a device for someone else, so it's different. You are a technician. It's something different. Yeah, to be an artist is really. But as I said, to me, it has been a really important experience to be there for many years, yeah. And yeah, the craft process and everything. And I have a beautiful relation with the guys in the workshop, and I still go there to speak with them, to see what they are doing, and I'm really grateful of what I learned there. But as an artist, I felt the need to open my own space, do my own stuff.